Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? This July 4th, America turns 250 years old. And somewhere along the way, I think a lot of people forgot just how unbelievable that really truly is. 250 years ago, a group of men put their names on a document knowing that it could get them hung for treason. They weren't influencers, they weren't celebrities, they weren't protected by money or even comfort. They were risking everything for an idea that had never truly existed before. And that was that free people could govern themselves. Think about the bravery that took. No guarantee that they would win, no guarantee that they would survive, no guarantee that America would even exist a year later. They believed future generations deserved freedom more than they feared death. And for 250 years, generation after generation kept defending that idea. Farmers left their fields to fight. Young men stormed beaches, knowing many would not come home. Families buried their sons under folded American flags. Workers built this country with blistered hands through wars, depressions, disasters, and impossible odds. We didn't get here because life is easy. We got here because Americans refused to quit. That's why it bothers me when people act like this country is just some accident that appeared overnight. Freedom is fragile. History has proven that. Nations collapse all throughout time when people stop appreciating what they have inherited. Right, Patches? You see, you don't have to believe that America is perfect to understand that it is worth protecting. Maybe that's part of the problem now, because we have become so distracted by outrage and division and politics and nonstop noise that we have barely stopped to appreciate the fact that against all odds, this experiment actually survived 250 years. That should mean something to every single one of us, because long after politicians are gone, long after the headlines disappear, America still belongs to the people who live here, that raise their families here, that work here, and hoping that future generations inherit something that is still worth saving. We should still be teaching our children about courage, about sacrifice, about the men at Lexington and Concord, about Valley Forge, about the people who crossed oceans with nothing but hope. My family is one of them. About every generation that carried this country forward when it would have been easier just to give up. You see, this story matters, especially now. 250 years later, and the American story still is not finished. No, it's not. Because each generation is going to continue on with this story. It's only going to get bigger and better. And we have to make sure that it continues to get bigger and better. because those of us that are still raising children and grandchildren, we are the ones that are responsible to teach them, to show them, and to remind them. Yeah. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I will see you in the next one. Stay safe, you stay positive, you keep prepping. And as always, fearless. And God bless. Ciao.
This is what the flag looked like in 1776. I designed it with a circle of 13 stars for unity. The red and white stripes stand for our colonies. It represents our independence.